Thank you. I'm Vladimir from BlueLink. I first want to felicitate Metamorphosis and the other organizers to attack this, to organize their annual conference over this difficult and tough and heavy topic, because it's not sexy at all. It's really a problem, and a huge problem in the whole world, not only in the Balkans. Speaking about Ghana and all these problems, a few days ago I was in a conference in Skopje that discussed the waste mafia in Europe. That was Italian investigative journalists. They presented really something really huge, scary, and a big problem, and an enormous amount of waste, dangerous waste that travels illegally all across Europe and goes here on the Balkans, mostly Romania, but also Bulgaria, and it will be a problem to all of us. It was really interesting. I'll speak a little about Bulgaria. Our participant in this project, Vera Stavska, is no more working for BlueLink, so I will present our findings, some of our key findings, activities, a report about Bulgaria, but Vera Stavska is still interested in contact for Bulgaria, so if somebody is interested to contact a key person about BlueLink's involvement, let's contact her. So that was more or less classical participation in such kind of project, awareness and information activities, and then a report, a national report about the situation in Bulgaria. There was over 30 events in 10 Bulgarian cities, and hopefully also an alternative happenings on ECO and other festivals. We had a chance to have in our local partners a young association called Ideas Factory, and I was very glad because they really made a lot of efforts to present the problem in alternative ways, with plays, with expositions, with theaters, and different things like that, and that was important because one more time, topic is heavy, and people are not so really attracted to participate and really to make effort. So that was a cool way to react. Also, that was a good thing. So we had a lot of meetings between the stakeholders, presentations in schools, universities, even children gardens. That about information and communication about the project. And then I think that the key result is this national report about activities in all 6 Bulgarian regions. Bulgaria is separated in 6 major regions. A team of 12 experts did it. And I was in the last event in Bulgaria, and I saw one more time that NGO and businesses do not communicate, at least in Bulgaria, really easy, really do not cooperate really easy about this or other topics. NGOs work on their own level, businesses work on other one, and we could, we met them, and they really do not know what the others do, so that they found really interesting things about the activities of the others. So these experts was mostly NGO experts. They did a detailed study of one big community, more than 10,000 inhabitants, and one small in each of these regions. And the report was done by this public environmental center of sustainable development in Ivanov, which is another key key contact on e-waste management and assessment in Bulgaria. I can recommend you. So there was participants from the local and the national administration, businesses, and the end users. There were interviews, there were surveys, and analysis of the appropriate legislation. And I put this note here that there was two problems. First, the legislation is implemented in theory, but in the practice there are still a lot of problems, and even the businesses or the local administration do not understand or are able to fulfill the requirements. So it's not just a question of legislation, implementation of the legislation. And also Bulgaria prepares now new legislation in this area. So those recent findings and assessments soon will not be actual. Have to make new efforts. This is completely usable, but it's a graphic showing that there is electronic and electrical equipment practically in every Bulgarian house, and there is a lot of it. I don't have time to hear these numbers, and there is a lot of work to do. There are some key questions from the surveys. We have a good legislation. That's the beginning. People, they believe in the legislation, they say that it's good, 63%, it's okay. But then when we begin to talk about the implementation, the second graphic shows that over 60% believe that the law is not applied good, applied properly. Talking about the negative practices in the waste management, most of the respondents said that it's a local Balkan problem, but a lot of people who live on the street, they actually broke the electronic equipment to find some precious metals or pieces, and they leave the others on the street, and that could be a toxic materials or some polluting materials. And they do not use the whole holistic system, but they just threw the garbage on the dump places and new places. And one of the solutions here was that, one more time, even with the law, most of the communities have difficulties to organize sites for contemporary storage. They are obliged to do, but they are unable now. And actually, there is no permanent sustainable solution. Which part of this system do not work and why? More than 30% do not know, and are uninformed. Also, 15% think that the administration that have to control is not aware. It actually do not control the process. Also, the citizens aren't really involved and aren't informed. And one of the communities, that the assessment, the report was made, are not at all informed about the system, that there is a whole system that exists in its working. They know about the electronic waste, but just in general, that's a big problem. The taxes, the product taxes, that's a big question. I'm not going to discuss it now, but I just want to mention that 70% of people do not know nothing about, and even some respondents doubt that such taxes exist. So yeah, a lot of work to do here. Motivation. A lot of people think that the motivation is to receive something, to get something back, money or other equipment. And one more time they ignore the system, but that's what the authors of the report said. Yeah, I think that I spoke enough. I have just 10 minutes. So I actually updated the presentation with a few links, and I'll give them to Macedonia for this. Thank you.